Hi everyone, I'm Kathy Dawson. Welcome to Can You Relate, Cleveland's relationship show. This show is here for you. Whether you're in a relationship with a spouse, a child, an in-law, a coworker, or even a pet, this show is designed to answer your questions. Now today, I'm really excited. We have our segment, the Roundup segment, with our girlfriends that come on the couch, Coach Kathy's couch again, and we're going to talk about, it's the middle of January, you've gotten all your gifts from Christmas, which ones are you going to return? Are there any in the bunch that your husband or your partner gave you that you don't like, that you can't stand? How do you handle it? But first, we're going to talk to someone who is a gift to the city of Cleveland. Regina Brett's here to talk about her book, so let's get started. Life is good, but it isn't always easy. I am so honored to have Regina Brett here to talk about her book, which is God Never Blinks. I love the title. 50 Lessons for Life's Little Detours. Thank you so much for being here.
Kathy, thanks for having me on the show.
Tell everybody, what gave you this idea?
Well, the idea came about from a newspaper column for the Plain Dealer. I had written about the 50 lessons life taught me. And it became this internet forward. Everybody was emailing it to aunts and uncles, and it kind of went across the globe. And my editor at the time, Stuart Warner, said, you should turn that into a book. And I thought, oh my gosh. So I really thought of all the people that have inspired me and all the lessons, and I turned it into a book. And the book is now in 18 countries. So there's this universal hunger for the connection that it offers.
Well, I've read the book, and everything I've read, I can relate to that. You know, even though my life experience doesn't match yours exactly, it's how you communicate, how you handle things that really inspires me.
Well, I think it's like your show. You know, we always go through things alone and we think we're the only one. Then we find out everybody's going through these kind of things.
Exactly. But you talk about it in a way that most people don't. I mean, you're real, Regina. You know that about yourself.
Put it out there, as they say.
You put it out there, right. And it comes back to you 1,000 times fold. Yeah. So, do you have a favorite life lesson? I mean, I'm sure you have.
Oh, gosh. You know, there's so many of them that I keep going back to and using in my life, but I think my favorite is The Best Is Yet to Come. And I wrote it's number 45, and I wrote it about my relationship with my mom, who's now 80, but I didn't know her real well because we had 11 kids in the family. She was so busy just, you know, cooking dinner and doing laundry. And when she turned 75, I really got to know her. I wrote down 75 things I loved about my mom. And I gave it to her as a gift, and it made me kind of put the magnifying glass on everything she was able to do for me. And I think so many of us put the magnifying glass on what wasn't there or what we wished would have been there. Right. And if you train it on what was there, you are amazed at what comes out. And I also like The Best Is Yet to Come because if things are rough, they'll get better. And if things are good, they can still get better than what they are.
They can always get better.
Because sometimes we limit ourselves and go, wow, this is good, and we're almost afraid to dream bigger.
Right, like the shoe's going to drop.
Yeah,
When's
like,
it going to end?
You know, right, exactly. We can't ever be too good.
Right, right.
I say go for more. Yeah, you know, it's like abundance.
Wait, I look at this book like a box of chocolates. You know how, who sits down and eats a whole box, right? It's just each reading is like a little truffle, and you savor it. I absolutely love it. I have to tell you, one of my favorites is the one about the most important sex organ is the brain. And you tell the whole story of you and Bruce and the evolution.
Yeah, my husband,
and it's really true.
And I've heard people say the most important, 6 inches is between this ear and this ear. Because when you think about it, you know, you're going to change. Your bodies are going to change. And sometimes we fall in love just because how someone looks. But as you age and things go by, it really is how you see each other in your heart, how you think of each other. And that's where the romance comes from, I think.
Absolutely.
It's how you perceive each other and how they feel for you.
What struck me, and I thought, this couple loves each other from the inside out. Oh, that's what I got from that.
And you have to. Yeah. I mean, after going through breast cancer, it really made me realize how much love is so much about a choice. It isn't just a feeling. Because, you know, when I was going through chemo, I didn't really feel real lovable sometimes. And you've got the bumpy edges, and everybody has them in life. You lose a job, you lose something you love. And love to me is a choice. You keep making it.
It's a decision.
It's a decision that I'm going to love you no matter what. And boy, did I feel cherished by my husband through that.
Oh.
He just kept telling me how gorgeous I looked bald. And I'm not sure I did, but You know, to hear that from somebody and to have that look in their eyes still be the same.
Well, he got that you're not just your body. You're more than your body.
You're right. Yeah. You're
right.
more than your body.
Exactly. Will you promise me something? I know I'm putting you on the spot. Will you come back?
Oh, I'd love to come back.
There's so much
I would love
to
come
talk
back.
about.
And thank you for what you do. You know, it's so important to talk about relationships. I tell people don't go to bed worrying about the global warming and about the politics in the Senate. They really are worrying about the dog and the neighbor and their kids and their spouse. All those real important things. So thank you for delving into those.
That's very kind of you. Thank you. Well, if you want to learn more about Regina Brett, you can go to your wonderful website, which is reginabrett.com, and please go out and get the book because it's fabulous.
Thank you so much, Kathy.
You're welcome. Stay tuned. We have more of Can You Relate coming up.
Up next, he gives you gifts, but not the gifts you want to get. Our team is ready to unwrap this topic in our Relationship Roundup. And later in the show, it's a medical issue that is overlooked and undertreated. Could it be affecting you? Find out.